Welcome to the TFA podcast special episode. We're doing it super fancy, split screen Skype style, and Sam is back.
I'm back.
Hi, Sam.
Virtually back in the studio.
Yeah, you're back. How does it feel to be here?
So nice, just like home.
So for anybody who forgot, Sam worked at TFA for a year. She was our first employee, our best employee. And then in the spring of just this year, she moved to Toronto. So now she's in Toronto. How's that going?
Good. It's very different going from working with you guys every day and working by myself at home.
Yeah.
It's good though. I love Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto's great.
Yeah. I don't know. It's so funny. So I'm like looking at you.
Yeah.
But so sorry
I'm
if
looking
I'm
at you also.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not looking at my
okay.
camera. That's fine. I'm sure that's what everybody does when they do these fancy Skype things.
Yeah. So Toronto's fun. Toronto's good. It's been a lot of fun. It's an adjustment not being close to friends and family, but it's a nice time to be in a new city in the summer. So
yeah, that's
true. A good time of year to have to move.
It's an adjustment not having my friend here in the office. Okay, so just this week I was talking with, I was like sort of lamenting to Chris, like I don't have that many girlfriends in the city. Most of my good friends that I made in university, we all live in different cities. And I was like, it was so great when Sam was here every day. And then Chris was like, you just need to hire a new friend. It won't be the same.
I know. It's funny because it's true. Like we literally went from like, I just literally got to spend every day with like basically my best friend. Like that's what it was. Like we came to work and obviously we were working and I loved my job, but like more than that, it was just like, I get to go hang out with my best friend again today.
Yeah, I know. I miss that. Sometimes I still talk to you.
In the office.
Chris is out in the studio and it's just me and Stella in here and I'm winding yarn. I'm like doing my thing and it's just like so quiet all day. And I think of something and I'm just chatting. Like we had a good chat the other day. Yeah, I'm crazy.
Cute.
I have to like monitor myself because sometimes Chris will sneak in like another door and he's in the kitchen. He's like, everything okay in there? I'm like,
yeah. Cool. Sorry, just talking to Sam.
Just talking to Sam.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
It's good though.
FaceTime and stuff. We do chat. And,
we've kept in touch a lot. So.
I know. And now
nice.
this. Now we're international podcasters.
I know. Look at us.
Interprovincial.
Right.
So, Sam, I love your sweater.
Thank you. I love yours. So, Tanis and I, we talked about this when we were.
So in our last,
we did, right?
I think we both, the last podcast when we filmed together, we showed our works in progress. They were still, we were both working on them. Yeah.
So we both had our best friend sweaters. I love it. It's funny because when I cast it off, it was way too hot to start wearing it. And like, finally right now I can like slowly start.
So it is like 28 degrees right now in Montreal.
I think it's like 32 degrees here today.
It's so not sweater weather. And I'm like, well, where are our sweaters? And I'm dying, but that's okay.
Yeah, we keep our house like, I'm just looking that way because my thermometer is like right there.
It's AC'd.
Oh, we keep our house very cold. As you know about me, I'm like.
It's always sweater weather for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. I'm jealous. There's no AC in the office, so I'm just wearing my sweater, doing this for the people of the podcast. I hope you appreciate it, that I'm wearing my magic sweater. So your sweater looks beautiful, and I'm excited to see did you take FO shots this weekend?
No, because it was crazy hot this weekend. It was like 38 degrees.
Yeah.
Like
actually,
I was wearing
right. So it's like mid-September. It should be fall here. Yeah. We're in Canada. For anybody, some people listen, might not be that hot for them. We're in Canada. It's September. It should be fall, and literally, the leaves are falling like gradually a little bit. But we were at the splash park. Like we were swimming on the weekend. It's crazy.
No, it still is like crazy hot. Yeah. So, but soon enough, it's good though because so mine and yours are out of Pure Wash fingering.
Yes.
So they're light. Like I wouldn't be able, realistically, like last night we went on a walk with the dog and I definitely could have been wearing this sweater. So I'm excited to start to.
It comes. It always comes. Winter is coming.
Exactly.
Winter is always coming. We're in Canada. So.
How are you feeling with your
good.
Still on the way?
Yeah, I feel really good. no special update. Now I'm in my second trimester. It's smooth sailing. Everything just feels good. I have energy. I have a new pregnancy-induced insomnia, which is awesome. So I've been up since like 4:30 for absolutely no reason. Just
really?
Like, yeah. I don't know why. It's crazy. I don't always like suffer from that, but apparently it's a thing. But
really?
Hopefully it's not long lasting. I don't know.
Hopefully Micah doesn't get too used to it because I'm sure he loves that you're up early.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm tiptoeing around because he's such a light sleeper. Yeah. But I was up knitting at 4:30, but
anyway. I mean, you gotta look at the pros, right? You get more knitting time.
I was knitting, yeah. So what are you currently working on, Sam?
All right. To be honest, I don't have many things on the needles right now. I have like an FO and like half finished object that I have. So as usual, I'm just like a sock knitting monster.
Oh, can I interject to tell you something funny?
Yeah.
So I told Sam when we were like talking, we're going to do this podcast. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to call it like Coffee Talk with Tanis. It'll just be casual. We'll both be like drinking our coffees. Yeah, I'm just drinking like a big glass of water with lemon because I'm pregnant. I can't just down the coffees all day like I wish I could. But
well, I would drink vicariously. You can drink vicariously through me.
I wish.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'll interject then too. I put it in this mug because I don't know if you guys can see it. It has like socks on it.
So cute.
It's so cute. She's
I think you should also show your nails again.
Oh. Yeah, I have gemstone nails.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So sassy.
You know, little things in life make you happy. But yeah, so the mug is from, oh my goodness, I'm blanking on her name, but her company's name is Remembrance Pottery or Remembrance Potter. And her stuff is beautiful. It's really nice. I just thought I'd give her a little shout out. And she's so sweet. So
nice.
I'll drink coffee for both of us.
Coffee.
So socks. So I have one pair that I finished. So I actually just went to visit, I know you know this, but just to give a bit of backstory, I went to visit one of my sister-in-laws in LA. So I was on the plane for quite a few hours. And I knew that sweater knitting on a plane never works for me. I always make a mistake. So I was like, I'm just going to bring vanilla socks and like, that's it. And did I ever vanilla sock my heart out? I hadn't knit any of these before leaving, and I finished a full pair.
Oh my gosh.
Ones, yeah.
You vanilla socked all over LA.
Oh yeah, like 100%. Which is really normal and cool in LA, so it was perfect. Oh, people are very impressed. And then the other one, so that one's my finished pair, and then this one I have one finished.
So it's not Scrumptious Pearl yarn.
No, I needed like a palette cleanser from like just straight up stripes. And I went to Romney here in Toronto, which is crazy, by the way. It is like, oh my gosh, awesome.
I've only been once, and I don't even think I bought anything the time that I went because I was too overwhelmed. I was like
super overwhelmed. I didn't have
a plan, and I just walked in and was like,
exactly. So when I went, they have this like beautiful sock yarn wall. They just have like, oh my gosh, I don't even know, like thousands of colorways. Yeah. So I was like, you can't go wrong with sock yarn. So I bought 2 skeins of sock yarn, and these are the 2 that I got.
Gorgeous.
So
I love it.
Working on that. And then I have a sweater that I'm working on, but I didn't bring it with me, so it's like not very far right now. So it's the Grace pattern.
Oh yeah.
Like teeny tiny, but anyways, that's the back of it. It's a top down, and I'm doing 2 skeins because it's speckled yarn, and it's pure wash Luna.
I love it. I'm excited for that one. I'm so excited.
The pure wash fingering right now is like
it's great for sweaters. Yeah, I'm pumped. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. I love that pattern and in that color.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. I'm excited. Exciting. Yeah, so that's all I have on the needles right now, but we'll chat about something else a little later. It's coming up.
The upcoming project.
What about
you? I only have one project on the needles right now. I don't know. I took some time off of knitting, really, kind of accidentally. Well, because of the pregnancy and because of summer, and I was just things were slower, and I was on vacation, and yada yada yada. I didn't knit much, and then it just has taken me a little bit to like get my knitting mojo back. And normally I'm pretty monogamous knitter anyways. Like I knit one thing at a time. And, but usually we'll still have a couple like side projects on the go, like a sock or a hat or whatever. However, normally a hat, if I start a hat, I just finish it. So hats don't really last that long. But anyways, I literally have one thing on the needles currently, and I'm going to show you. It looks like nothing right now at all. It's this.
Oh.
So this is the front of a sweater. It's just like a garter rectangle. I'm going to show you. I'm actually super pumped about it. I know. Well, it could be. Or if I decide not to be, or it could be a baby blanket. So it's this.
Oh. I saw you post about this. I don't know why. I posted
this on Insta Stories, and it's a kit from We Are Knitters.
So
comes
cool.
in this like little like lunch
it's
bag.
So cool.
It's not a lunch bag, but anyhow, and you get the pattern. You get the pattern in a nice little envelope. You get awesome. All the yarn that you need for your sweater. You get knitting needles, which I'm actually currently using. I never knit with straight needles.
I know, that's why.
Like, it came with, which is like so neat and tidy. I was like, all right, I'm going to use these. And then, and it comes with a set of darning needles, which is so funny. I was like, oh, sweet, darning needles, bonus. You know, in my cupboard, I have like 1,000 darning needles.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was like, free darning needles. But I was so pumped. And this is what's really funny. I own a yarn company. I have so much yarn, access to so much yarn, and I also have no problem matching yarn and patterns. Like I know that that's something that some people struggle with. They don't know what to do with it, and I do not struggle with that. Yet there is something about a kit.
I know.
Like, I don't even like the sweater that much. I do like it. There are some things about it, like, it's really raw. Like, it's just all garter stitch. I don't really feel like there's like no finishing really. I might have to add, like, for my preference, I might add some, like, so for example, the back is like super an open V, and it's just kind of, I think you just you decrease stitches. So the edges are just garter stitch, and I don't really love just raw garter stitch. Like, it's kind of,
it doesn't look finished. It's
tight. Yeah, so I might pick up stitches and do like an applied I-cord edging just around the side to tidy it up, which would be super simple. And maybe I'll do the same around the cuffs. I'm not sure. We'll see when it's done. But at any rate, it's just so funny that kits are just. And so as a person who sells yarn, I'm like, I should make more kits. But then kits are so hard to make. But anyhow, I always found it really inspiring, and that's why I found it really like, inspiring. It was fun to try something different. So I decided to pull the trigger and to buy it. I follow We Are Knitters on Instagram, and everybody, they're huge. They're great. But Julie at Knitted Bliss, Julie, my good friend, she posted, she's working on a sweater by We Are Knitters kit, and she had a coupon code, and I was like, this is my chance. So I used the coupon code, pulled the trigger. And this sweater, I don't know, like, when it's going to fit me. And to be perfectly honest, because it has quite a bit of positive ease. And so maybe it'll fit me when I'm pregnant. But I probably won't wear it until the spring. So I had sort of expected that it's going to be like a side project. I'll just pluck it out. Because it's all garter stitch. It's super easy. But it's also like, I'm just showing this because it's so hard to see. It's called Silver Monk. But it's like totally backless. Like, it goes super, super low. I don't know what I'm going to wear under it. I don't know how practical it's going to be. I have no idea. But it's knit in cotton, which is cool because I never knit with cotton. I have knit with cotton before, but it's really nice cotton. I'm surprised. It kind of feels like silky. Like, it's really drapey.
The color is really nice too. It's like
Do you think? So I'm worried that it just looks like a nude suit.
No, I like it. I like that it has kind of like the pink undertones to it. So it's hard on the screen. Because on the screen, it looks kind of peach.
Yeah, so it's called Light Salmon is the name of the colorway.
And no, I like it.
Naked. But
nude is really in right now, though.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Very trendy. Very on trend. Always trying to stay ahead of the curve.
Always trying to stay ahead. So that's all I'm working on. But I'm about to cast on for something new.
Yes.
As are you.
I know. I was kind of hoping that my mailman would come like right before, but now I'm hoping he doesn't come while we're
right in the middle. So I mailed you your yarn for your next sweater yesterday. It's going to arrive today, so who knows when. But I have skeins to show people what colors you chose. Yeah. So she's going to be, well, first I'm going to show the little sweater actually. I'm currently in the test knitting phase of this little sweater pattern.
Oh, it's so cute.
Called Duochrome. This is Rowan's. I wonder if it's showing up on my screen. Is it showing up as stripes? Mine, it's all like distorted, like, because it's like such.
No, it's showing up as stripes. I mean, yeah.
I can, like, because I'm super fancy, I can add like images now into our podcast. So I hopefully, maybe not. I might not be able to do that since this is like a new like Skype system.
Right. Since
you have, so I can put a little picture of Rowan wearing his sweater. I added something to the sweater for Rowan. He really wanted a little.
Oh, that is so cute. And in gold, of course.
He chose gold. I had the pinks out. I was all ready to put like a royal flush heart. It's like on the inside of his sleeve.
So he's been into gold for a while though. Gold is like his go-to.
Really into gold.
You can't go wrong with gold. He's got a good idea.
Can't go wrong with gold. So Sam is going to be test knitting the sweater, and then I'm also going to be knitting an adult version of the sweater for myself. So I'm going to show Sam's color selection. You ready?
Yeah. I'm so excited.
The hems in peacock, the pop of color on the hems, and the body striped in these two gorgeous colors. I'm so pumped. Rocket, I'm just dying for this color. And everybody knows Crystal, the only color I use.
Yeah. It's like basically all of the things that we knit just kind of like slowly revolve around that color. Yeah. Like sometimes they're a bit bluer.
Yeah. Totally. Crystal with a pink.
I'm super excited because it's like a bit brighter than what I usually knit.
Yeah, it's totally not what I would have expected you to pick. This is what I would pick.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I'm pumped that you're knitting this because I already knit one in blue, so I wanted mine to be a different palette. Right. And so I'm really excited that you chose the palette that I can live vicariously through.
Yeah.
So do you want to see what palette I chose?
Yes. Okay. So Tanis and I have kind of been like, I was going to say over the last few days, we chat all the time, but over the last few days, we've been specifically talking about this. And I was like, kept asking her what palette she was picking. And she finally picked, she's like, nope, not showing you until
we were talking on the weekend. And I was like, so what you working on? And then she's like, well, I'm like, no, don't tell me. We're going to save it. Let's save it for the podcast. So anyhow, and then when I picked my colors, I wanted to surprise you because it might surprise you.
I'm intrigued now. Yeah. Ooh, love it.
The body is going to be striped, natural, and silent movie.
So nice.
Very subtle, light gray, still a fun little speckle, and then graphite for the hems and color.
Very nice.
Totally neutral. I mean, I'm really jealous of your palette. It's so much more fun. I think
you get one very similar to it for Rowan. Yeah. So.
And I feel like I'll wear this a lot, and it's really funny because this is kind of telling. I was considering like doing graphite and silent movie for the stripes, and then doing the cuffs in the natural.
Okay.
But I am not mature enough for white cuffs. I would get them so dirty. I just like.
You also have 2 children, soon to be 3 children. True. White cuffs is not your best friend right now.
I mean, and I think at least with the speckles and the stripes, it'll just all like.
No, it'll look beautiful.
I can handle that more. But just full exposed white is just too risky for me. I can't do it.
I knit myself a sweater out of silent movie last winter, and I wore it like
I love that
3-4 times a week. I love it. Silent movie is like the perfect color.
Test knit for me too. When you did the Sunday Joy test knit silent movie. Yeah. And no, ever since seeing your sweater, I want a silent movie sweater. So this will be my way of
nice.
One. And I don't have a sweater. Since I feel like this, like it's kind of a casual fit. It's like sweatshirty. I feel like this is kind of a sweatshirt color. I think it's gonna work. I'm really pumped. I think I'll like it. Yeah. Normally, I like really have a hard time making mature like color palette decisions, but I feel like this is one that I will really wear a lot, and I'm gonna love it.
Yeah, it's gonna look nice on you. Yeah, it's funny how when you pick, like, I know that I'm kind of like this, and I know you are, and I'm curious to know if other knitters are like this. When I pick a color and a pattern, I kind of try and like envision myself, like, what would I be doing wearing this? Yeah. You know, I'm like, does this fit into my life? And so this one for me, I was like, ooh, I can see it like when we go skiing under my jacket. And so when I take my jacket off in the ski lodge, I'll look really
that's
cool
such a good
in my like.
Okay, so that's so funny because I would totally do the same thing and envision myself doing all these things. I don't do like a lot of things. So basically, like I have to envision myself wearing the sweater, sitting in my house knitting. And it's like, yeah, of course I'll wear it sitting in my house knitting. But I will envision, I'm like, yeah, it'd be great like for when I go like cross-country skiing. It's like I haven't been cross-country skiing since I was 17. I'm not, that's not realistic, but I will still be like, yes. And that's a good reason to use this palette because it's perfect for cross-country skiing.
But it is nice to like play a story out in your head.
Sure.
I don't know. It just makes it fun. That's why knitting is so much fun. It's like you can totally like do whatever the heck you want.
Yeah. And like when you wear this sweater, you will be that person.
Yeah.
You will be that ski bunny. Well, you actually do ski, so that's more legit. So I wanted to show you, just kind of for a little bit of motivation, what I intend to work on next.
Ooh, okay.
Because I have been supposed to be doing this for like 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay. This makes me so excited.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So this sweater. So
yes.
I have been working on this sweater. I wore this sweater when I was pregnant with Micah, and Micah is like almost 2.5 years old. But I didn't like the way that the collar lay. Yeah. I felt like the collar was too heavy and it was kind of pulling down on the shoulders. I wasn't happy with it. I re-knit the collar. It was a big shawl collar with an open front, and I still wasn't super happy with it. So even though I knit it twice, and then that's why I took it like a timeout. And then I had a new collar concept idea. And so rather than re-knit like the whole thing on an adult size again, I like started from scratch and I knit Rowan his little sweater.
Right.
Little one.
So
I love the zipper and collar. I really liked how that worked out. So I'm super pumped about it. And then I went back in with mine just recently, like just last week. And I haven't even woven in the ends, but I redid the whole yoke and collar. And now my mom is home from her summertime at the cottage. So I will get a zipper and deliver this to mom shortly. And she will sew in my zipper for me. And hopefully I have like 2 good prototypes and I can work out the pattern and get this as like my next pattern that I'm working on. Because I'm really pumped about this. I'm calling it, so I had a hat pattern that features this design down here. And it's called the Tantramar toque. And so this will be the Tantramar jacket because it's really like with all the layers of color work, and then there's some garter stitch. Like it's a jackety.
Yeah, and with the zipper, it has like kind of like a bomber jacket feel to it.
Totally. So it's going to be the Tantramar jacket. Hopefully it's my next project. The thing, it's kind of it's pretty ambitious design for myself, like my comfort level. There's a lot, like I'm designing it to be steeked, which I've never written a pattern to be steeked before. There's the zipper, there's the collar that I have to work out for all the sizes, which I always find daunting. And then there's I'm particularly finicky about color work matching up, right?
Yeah.
Like so to make sure all the sizes that the color work lands like at the right spot down the front. I want, obviously when you zip up the sweater, it needs to
look. Yeah.
Yeah, it needs to fit. So there's still quite a bit of math to do there, but I put it out to the world that I'm working on that next.
It is out. What's cool with that one is because I've seen this sweater
because
like
it was sitting on my desk for the entire year that you worked here as like incentive. Like I had it right out there so that I would work on it.
Not only that, but you even had your like I don't know if it was like your original sketch of it, like when you had worked it up, like right on the like
yeah, it's still there. I have it.
Yeah, and I remember when you knit the one for Rowan, there was a picture of it. I can't remember if did you post it on Instagram or maybe I had just shown it to Shane. Anyway, Shane saw it and he loved it. And he has been like asking me for that for like a year now.
Oh my gosh.
So you said you were like kind of like ready to go back into it. I was like, awesome. That's like, so it's cool. It's like a design too.
I'll get that worked up and then maybe you can knit it for Shane for Christmas.
My gosh, they are so spoiled, the men in our life. No idea. They're like, what sweater am I getting this year?
I'll come to Toronto and take pictures of Shane and Rowan wearing their sweaters for the pattern.
Oh, gosh, so cute.
Wouldn't that be cute?
That would be so cute.
That would be nice. Shane would be so embarrassed. Shane?
No, okay.
Everybody knows I think Shane is adorable. So cute.
So cute.
He is so grumpy in pictures. Like every picture I've seen of him on your Instagram or on your Facebook or whatever, he's just like, it's like the camera comes out and he's like.
He gets so nervous. I think, like sometimes when you're a kid, like some kids just don't like taking pictures really, right?
Yeah.
Like, which is totally normal. I mean, like, whatever. Not everyone likes taking pictures. But then when you get told, like, people are always like, well, you look so, like picture taker. You're like a grumpy picture taker. So now he's just kind of like, I don't want to take a picture.
Also,
Everyone
shouldn't have said that. I just added to that.
No, because, I mean, listen, now he's just got it. That's why our new rule with him, I'm like, I'll knit you something, but you've got to take pictures. I got a beautiful photo shoot because of that. Because he's like, perfect. I want the hoodie, so take the picture.
Yeah. Well, maybe if he's in a photo shoot with Rowan, he'll step.
Oh my gosh,
Rowan will lighten the mood.
Oh, Rowan would make sure that we nailed the shots.
The other day when I was taking pictures of him in his duochrome sweater, he, like, up until now, because he was young and he's trying to get a picture of him and he's just like wiggly and he's not cooperating, it's like super hard. Well, he has crossed over into, like, he was feeling it. And what was really funny is I kind of felt like he was sort of secretly making fun of me at the same time, because he would be he was like literally going like, boom, like that, like he was doing all these poses. And I'm like, can you just stand, maybe? And he was like, no, I want to do what you do. And I'm like, is that what I do? And he's like, arms up, arms down, arms front. Like, it was so, I'm like, that's what he thinks I do. That's like it's really funny.
That is so cute. Yeah. It's so funny that at that age, they like grow so quickly. So I was actually at Tanis and Chris's house like 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. I had come home for a weekend to visit my parents, and I stopped in for a quick coffee, and it's crazy. Like, I saw them 3 months ago, literally 3 months ago, not even, and they are already like such little boys. Like,
summer makes a really big difference.
I know, and like Micah's like chatty and like, oh, it's just
crazy. You can say it.
Oh.
Just screaming in Sam's face. Marshmallows! I'm like, we don't have any marshmallows. Or we did have, I think we were just like feeding him marshmallows, and therein lies the problem.
He was very into the marshmallows that day. Marshmallows were definitely what he had.
It was new, because I think it was a new thing. He had like never had a marshmallow before, and then we like had one for some reason, and then he would like wake up in the morning, like in his crib, being like, marshmallows!
He needs his fix.
He's insane. But yes, he's grown a lot over the summer.
He has. And it's just the way that they say it. Like, how do you say no to a toddler? It's so cute. It's like the way he says marshmallow.
Sometimes it's cute, but
I think it's cute because I'm only there with them for a few hours, and then I'm like, okay, bye. All
right, here's some marshmallows. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
He's funny.
Yeah, so okay, so back to knitting. We are very good at going off on tangents. So that's your next project?
So I have one more. Okay, so I'm going to start knitting my duochrome in my gray palette, like probably tonight, and then put my other little sweater on hold until the spring. And then after that, I'm going to get focused on my Tantramar jacket. That's going to be the next thing that I work on hard. And then I have another little design that I've been really wanting to work out, and I'm going to show it to you as well. You also know this. But again, I'm putting it out there as like motivation. Like, people have to hold me accountable. Yeah. So does everybody remember this hat? Luminosity?
Yes.
So this is my Luminosity hat pattern.
Love.
And then I also knit it up in like a more subtle palette. And I knit this hat because I knit this sweater for Rowan. Yeah. Rowan has like is the best sweater wardrobe, right?
He does. He has an amazing sweater wardrobe.
He just loves wearing knits. And he's still small enough that it's like easy to knit him something quickly. Yeah. Anyhow, so I knit him this sweater, and I was never super thrilled with these big orange diamonds at the very bottom. I felt like it wasn't really like in balance with the scale of the rest of the pattern. And so I finished this sweater, which was going to be like a prototype for the finished, for the adult version. Right. And then I was going to release pattern. And then I thought I need to tweak that yoke a little bit, but I had already finished his whole sweater before I had sort of come up with that. So instead I just knit a hat. So this is essentially the exact same, except for I've removed the triangles or the diamonds at the bottom, and I switched it to a place where I really love this pattern. But then I guess after I knit the hat and then I knit the second hat, I had sort of got it out of my system.
Right.
But I can feel it coming back. And I feel like I want that sweater. So that's going to be another little something I'm going to work on.
Very nice.
This sweater done. But the picking a palette for that one is going to be super, super hard because I'm really drawn. Like I want it to be like this palette. But I already have, so my Christmas in July is a rainbow yoke.
Yeah.
But my sample, like the version that I own, is a rainbow yoke on a charcoal background. Is it completely different if I do a rainbow yoke on a light gray background, just like the hat?
Honestly, I love that palette. If I were you, I would probably knit the sweater exactly like that hat. Because it's also a different rainbow. Like that rainbow is so unique. It's like a neon rainbow, kind of unexpected. I love it. I really love that palette. I think
my other rainbow, Christmas in July, is more primary kind of.
Yeah, it's like a standard rainbow.
Yeah. This is that highlighter that.
I think they're completely different.
Thank you, Sam. I love it. This is why I need Sam. Chris is like, it's the same. It's exactly the same sweater. It's totally different. Totally different. And what was I going to tell you that was funny? Oh, I wanted to say something really funny about highlighter. So highlighter is the bright yellow in there. Highlighter is now, it's part of our permanent collection. The only person who knits with highlighter is me. It is like, for sure, our least popular colorway. Like nobody buys highlighter. And it did not really merit a spot in the permanent collection on our website because it's not like normally if I do stuff like frequently in Etsy updates and stuff sells out and it's really popular, then know, okay, everybody wants this color. And so colorways like Cosmic Night and Rose Gray, they were always really popular colors before they were added to the permanent collection. Yeah. And then highlighter, I did it in a bunch of Etsy updates and it was like the last to sell, like nobody would buy it. And then I love a little pop of highlighter though. I feel though I've used it in quite a few projects, but probably like the same skein, right? Like it's not like I've used like I don't go through like ample amounts of it because I just use so little. But it's super funny because Chris was like, I didn't even know this was part of our collection. He's like, when did I when did I never dye this color? I'm like, nobody buys it.
I secretly think you added it to the collection just so that there would always be like a couple of skeins floating around the office in case you needed to add it into whatever it was you were working on.
Yeah.
But so I've wanted to knit with it forever because I can again, this like goes back to my like dream like fantasy world.
Skiing?
Yeah, I'm like I can totally see myself wearing like a hat with highlighter in it or like mittens. I just haven't knit hats or mittens in like the span since highlighter has been a part of our lives. So I bet you this winter I'll definitely knit with it. But I also could totally see a sweater with like silent movie and highlighter.
Oh, I would love it. Like even if you just use it at like the edges, like to cast on, cast off on the hems.
No, I love it. We tried. Remember when we were picking my palette for the duochrome, we really tried to add highlighter.
We did mention highlighter. It was just like,
it didn't happen for this one.
It never happened this time. It's coming though, highlighter.
Well,
anyways,
I'm sure.
People get on board, highlighter. It's so fun. I don't know.
So
anyways, but really, so that's all I have for knitting, Sam. That's about it.
Yeah.
What I do have a quick question for you though, since this is the first podcast since you've moved to Toronto. I want to know, what do you miss most about working at TFA?
Okay. So we kind of touched on it a bit. I miss working with you
just like
more like a selfish reason. Yeah, like as a friend, like it's just nice to be like, who wouldn't want to hang out with one of their best friends every day?
Right.
It's just like best case scenario, right? Work wise, I miss working with people. Like it's nice to have
You know, the life of an indie dyer can be very lonely.
It can. You're home alone a lot, you know, and it's manual work. So it's not like you're just, you know, you're not like sitting on the couch, like watching TV and like answering emails and stuff. You're moving around. It's manual work, you know? But I miss working with like-minded people. Like there's not as much inspiration, or I don't know. That's my favorite part of working in this industry, that your job, like your day is never the same. Like when we were working together, like every day was completely different. And I miss that, like being pushed to be like creative and like come up with new ideas and like work on things together and like outsource things. I don't know. I like that. And it was
what I miss very similarly. What I miss about having you here is talking about colors, like, and talking about palettes, pulling stuff together, and then having somebody who has the same like appreciation for color and color like sense. I don't want to say we probably don't have the exact same color sense, but we both have a color sense. Like we see, you know, what we like and whatever. So like when I'm pulling palettes, you know, so I often get emails from people to like for color suggestions.
Right.
And normally, like last year, any time I got an email from somebody with a color suggestion, I would pick stuff and I would say, "What do you think?" And then we would, you know,
discuss
back and forth, and then even if you didn't have like a change to make, it would just be somebody to share my enthusiasm about the color with, you know? So I'd put together a palette and I'd be like, "Oh my God, this is awesome." And you'd be like, "Yes." And we just get so excited about it. And now I'm just doing that by myself.
It's true.
I miss that, having somebody to just like share the highs, you know? Well, I guess lows too, because I would tell you every single low as well. If something didn't work out, then you would be here to talk about that. But obviously the highs are more fun to share. So like all the good stuff, the fun stuff that we get to do, it's more fun to do it with a buddy.
Yeah. It's fun too so like you said, like we both have a color sense, you know, like we both kind of work with color, but we have different things that we're drawn to. So it was to have someone, like I definitely feel like it pushed me out of my color comfort zone just in life. Not like just because, you know, you're kind of like, oh, I never thought to like
put you're used to seeing colors in a certain way.
So that was fun too. And it's cool too to like work with you and Chris, because you guys both have like different, like it's just like it's a fun dynamic, you know, to like see everyone's perspective on it and like what everyone likes. Because sometimes the three of us would be in the office looking at one scheme and we could talk about that one scheme for like hours, because we're like, well, I like this about it, I like that about it, we should go more like cool, more warm. It's cool that people have like such different opinions about blue.
Right. There's a lot to be said about blue for sure. So we miss having you here, Sam, but we wish we like that you come visit and that you Skype and that you FaceTime.
Oh my God.
Here in spirit.
I love it. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And I think that was about it for today's episode.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No, I think I've covered my knitting for the week, and I feel very satisfied to have talked about it with someone.
Yeah, that was good. Cool. We should do this more often. Thanks for being my first Skype guest. I hope this worked.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll chat again soon. Office? In my office. Yeah, welcome. And we'll talk soon.
Sounds good.
Bye, Sam.
Bye.